the wolf, get a handle. Get a grip, get ammo. It's the return of camo. A hit with a hit, a trip on this channel. Anywhere can do anything, attitude I stick to gets me this candle.
Every superset. The first superset is actually 5 individual sets of each exercise and then 10 to 12 reps to make sure that the warm-up is complete for those arms so I can blast on with the other exercises. And by the way guys, the hoodie that I was wearing is still 40% off along with all other hoodies and long sleeves on vintagegenetics.com with code WINTER40. And as I am doing this exercise right here, I really am focusing on the brachialis muscle in between the bicep head and the triceps. If you look closely, you can see a bulge getting created there, getting sculpted there by this exercise. And that gives you a lot of arm thickness from the front view. So if you believe that your bicep exercise was a hammer curl, basically a rope hammer curl, so now we want to do an exercise where you can fully contract the biceps in the most optimal way. And as I just mentioned, you can really see that the upper arms are doing a lot. They are not staying in place for the stretch, but they actually move along with the movement. And that movement of the upper arms is actually caused mostly by the triceps. So it's a full tricep exercise by extending the range of motion and actually getting to those muscle fibers you would not get to with a regular skull crusher. So trust me, try it out in that way and you will feel the incredible difference between the version I just did and the regular skull crusher. As you can see, the pump is starting to exist, starting to create. In this workout, the little carbs that I eat are being shifted, are being shuttled into the muscle cells in the arms. And trust me, the more blood you can get into the cells, into the muscle cells that you're training, the more hypertrophy will eventually occur. You're bringing all the nutrients, all the oxygen, all the energy towards those alone. This is a comparable exercise to the one I just did in terms of what muscle I'm really targeting, and I'm targeting the long head of the triceps again. But this time the contraction is optimal as well, because you can see here, you get a very nice stretch. It's further than 90 degrees where the lower arm is compared to the upper arm, really stretching out that long head. But the contraction there is also unique because it kind of looks like a rope push down. And that type of contraction you cannot get during, a French press or a skull crush, for example. And then we combine it with a close grip, easy curl bar, arm blaster curl. And this is a correct and amazing way to isolate those biceps to get a very, very nice contraction in the peak. As you can see right here from the side, the contraction here and the tension, especially with a weaker smaller muscle, you shouldn't force yourself to go super heavy if you weren't able to complete the set beforehand. So don't always think you have to do progressive overload, because sometimes doing the exact same weight is progressive overload in itself. Because you simply keep doing the exercise, it becomes more difficult as the sets progress. Then the final superset is a close grip bench press, basically for the triceps on the Smith machine, allowing me to control the weight without having to focus on balancing it or being in danger of letting the weight drop. And then combining it with the old school concentration curl. Here you can really see what the superset is for. The moment I contract the bicep here, you can really see the stretch in the tricep existing. And the same goes for the Smith machine close grip. Right guys, that was the arm workout of the day. As you saw, it was all supersets, and every superset started out with the triceps, as that is my weaker point compared to the biceps.